Peekyboo reached out, and it was good timing. I thought it would be an interesting concept to see what an Australian company has to offer in the baby monitor space. Well, this is an Australian tech channel, so I guess it made sense. Currently on sale for 219 Australian dollar roos, down from its regular price of 259 for a single camera kit or 319 for a double camera version. The Peekyboo is a closed loop camera system, meaning there's no app, no Wi-Fi, it's just secure. It's a dedicated connection between the cameras and the monitor. It features a 2K wide angle camera, which is paired with a massive 5-inch HD monitor, twice the size of the ones I've tested. With that, you get remote pan and tilt capabilities, 4x digital zoom, and a 400-meter range on paper. I say on paper because during testing, I got nowhere near that, but more on that in a moment. It packs sound and motion detection, two-way audio, a 12-hour monitor battery, lullabies, white noise, temperature alerts, photo and video playback, and multi-cam split screen cycling for up to 4 cameras. From a commercial standpoint and peace of mind, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee and a 12-month warranty. And did I mention no subscription? Yeah, that too. So with a well-designed website and an impressive feature list, is the Peekyboo flagship worth the money, or is it another return to sender situation? Well, make sure to like and subscribe. A big thank you to Peekyboo for sending over the kit for review, links below. And after all that, let's get into the answers after the intro. I'm techie, my wife has become techie, my son knows how to ask Google for music, and my dog knows how to use a dog door. What I'm trying to say is, I like tech as much as the next fella. I have smart lights, smart cameras, but I will never get a smart fridge. There are some things that you want to be dumb, but sort of smart. Sometimes that works and it doesn't overcomplicate your already complicated life. So let's get into my experience of using the Peekyboo for the last few weeks.
The 2K wide angle camera's image quality, hello, it's recording by the way, is amazing, both nighttime and day. The resolution of the camera makes a huge difference between seeing your kid's eyes wide open versus just a smear on the screen.
What helps the Peekyboo even more is the 5-inch monitor screen. It's good enough resolution to make the most of that 2K sensor in each camera. What I like is that the video quality does not drop as you move further away from the camera. It just drops out. I was not able to achieve the 400-meter range claim. I can imagine in an open field, you could potentially get 400 meters, maybe. But with walls, trees, and other obstructions in a suburban home, I could only realistically get 80 meters down the street with visual range of my home, and when I went around the corner at the end of my street, the signal was gone. I even went all the way around my house to the other side of the street, where it was only separated by a house and much closer than down the street, and I was not able to get any signal. Now, when we used the camera at my parents-in-law place, which is a 5-acre property with plenty of large trees, bar no houses in the way, I was able to get more than 150 meters-ish before it gave way. Overall, I think the range is fine for most homes and backyards, and even a large property within reason. Now, the advertised 12-hour battery is sort of a bit of a stretch. I think I get around 10.5 or even 9 sometimes. Now, to be fair, there are a few settings to help with this. So if you really pull things back, such as notifications and enable sound-only mode, then yeah, you could probably get close to 12 hours on the monitor. Overall, the build quality of the monitor is top-notch. You can really notice the quality from the moment you unbox it. It is by far the least plastic, fantastic baby product I've used in a long time. Now, the pan and tilt on the camera is great, controlled through the arrow keys on the monitor. However, with the snake mount, the ultra-wide lens isn't particularly wide enough in my opinion. If you mount the camera on one end of the cot with the snake mount, you'll still need to look around to find your baby. Now, I guess that depends how much your baby moves around during sleep, but you also get a little mount here to mount on the wall. Overall, the operation is smooth with no jitter, the latency is good enough when you press a button, and the most important part of the pan and tilt is the noise level of the mechanism. I'm happy to report, while it was risky for me to do so, I played with the pan and tilt for an extended period of time and I did not wake the baby. The camera unit feels sturdy and comes with a rubber cover that doubles as animal ears to make it look less like Big Brother and more like a friendly panda watching you. To that end, I was disappointed to see the camera's power being a micro USB type port. The standard is old and it does not last long enough if the cable gets bent. I would hope that V2 brings USB-C into the fold. Now, notifications are interesting. The whole screen turns on when something is detected, which while nice and bright, it does mean the battery drains just that tad faster. Now, most evenings I keep the monitor on my desk facing me, including a little kickstand similar to a Nintendo Switch. But I wish it had a better stand. If you put it on a couch or something unsteady, it will just fall over. Now, the monitor is USB-C powered, which is great, no barrel jacks to deal with, and no fuss when plugging it in. It goes in both ways. As mentioned, there is two-way audio, but for the life of me, I cannot imagine why you would use it. I tried it once with my son and it was a disaster. Probably gave him PTSD. He got all upset at hearing a mechanical voice. Speaking of sound, the speaker built into the monitor is good. It provides the perfect syncing feeling when you put your kid to sleep and 30 minutes later, they start crying. It's clear as day. So once you have all the settings dialed in, it's all gravy. One thing that annoyed me was that the UI has no feedback whether I take a screenshot. It just saves it automatically, but doesn't let me know that it's done that. And that means that when I hold the zoom button to take that photo, the only way to know that I've taken that photo is to go into the photo folder and look for that photo. It would be great to have something like a little flash that says, yep, you've taken a photo. So speaking of photos, you can also record video clips or even set the camera to record on a loop. You can pull the SD card out of the camera and open it on a computer, or you can view it via the monitor itself. I would like to also point out that unlike other brands, Peekyboo's branded 64GB SD cards are well priced at 19 Australian dollars. Not far off what you can get off Amazon, for example, like literally a couple of dollars difference. The best part, I believe, is how easy it is to take on the road. The only thing you need is a power source to use with the kit. Even a battery pack like this will work. You see, the snake mount allows you to place it anywhere you need to, and you have yourself basically a baby monitor, even if they're out in the bush or in a campsite. Lastly, let me highlight some menu options, starting with alerts. We have them for high and low temperature, including volume, sensitivity, and duration. In camera settings, you can adjust the camera orientation, view photos, videos, and one of the favorite features is turning off the little LED that sits right here to eliminate as much light in the baby room as possible. So final thoughts. The big draw card here is the lack there of what would many call smart. This camera kit has a completely localized wireless signal with no internet connection, meaning no apps, no remote viewing, and for many parents focused on privacy and simplicity, this is a huge benefit. So don't get me wrong, I like the ability to view the feed remotely, but in the back of my mind, I know that the video feed is routed through servers out of my control and someone somewhere could get access to it, but that wasn't the big thing for my wife and I. We wanted simplicity in our lives for the second baby, and the Peekyboo fits that bill. And so, is it worth 219 Australian dollar roos? Well, over the last 2 years, I've sent twice that on 2 baby monitors from Amazon that I have returned. If I purchased the Peekyboo, I would have saved myself a lot of hassle and actually be satisfied. Now, being an Australian company, it does earn a few brownie points from me, but the Peekyboo monitor can stand on its own with great big build quality, impressive clarity, and a decent price. I can imagine the Peekyboo brand to pop up on parent Facebook pages and word of mouth recommendation. It has the upside of being a plug and play system where you don't have to deal with passwords and potential security risks that may keep you up at night. The baby alone does enough of that. Links below for more information. Thank you very much for watching. Big thanks to Peekyboo for sending the device for review. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to support the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye!